The manhwa begins, and we are told, it's been 20 years since the demons came to this world. They are brutal and are the cause of countless disasters. A large number of humans became food for the demons. In order to survive, some humans with mutated bodies and awakened powers began to fight back against the demons. Nowadays, the profession of fighting, hunting and killing demons has been formed. They are known as hunters, in order to allow more humans to fight against demons, and academies for training hunters have been established in various places. Desia Dongzhou Hunter Academy. Here, those who have the power are welcome with a high status. But I, Fang Cheng, had no talent at all. I've been practicing at the academy for 3 years already, but I still haven't awakened any of my powers. I am called the weakest in the academy. And now, I didn't realize it was almost graduation, and I was still being bullied. And some boys together are beating Fang Cheng, and one of them says, the academy's rule is that if you don't become a hunter, you can't graduate. This guy hasn't awakened his powers yet, so he can't be a hunter. He'll have to repeat the year. But Fang Cheng says to that boy, Chen Tianil, don't think you're great just because you've awakened your powers. And after hearing what Fang Cheng said, the boy gets angry, and he was about to beat Fang Cheng again. But then someone comes there and throws those 3 boys away. And she comes forward and says, is it fun to bully your classmates? You guys are so boring. And seeing Lin Longyun, Fang Cheng thinks, it's Lin Longyu, our class president, the strongest person in the academy. She's also my childhood friend who I grew up with. And now that boy stands up, and says to Lin Longyun that you are helping this useless man. But Lin Longyun tells him, if you do not leave from here then I will kill you right here, and by saying this she shows her power. And all 3 ran away scared of Lin Longyun. Then Fang Cheng thanks Lin Longyun, and Lin Longyun says to Fang Cheng, graduation exams are in a month. Yet you still haven't awakened any powers. Are you going to repeat it? But Fang Cheng says, it's impossible to repeat. My condition does not allow it at all. And Fang Cheng thinks to himself, 5 years ago, her parents died in a demon attack, and since then, my sister has taken on the responsibility of the family. In order to provide for my tuition, she works and needs to live by calculating every penny. Now, it's impossible to make her pay for it. And then Fang Cheng says to Lin Longyun, if I don't awaken my power as a hunter, I'll quit the academy. And Lin Longyun gets angry after listening to Fang Cheng. And she says, don't say this again, you can't give up, there's still a month left before the graduation exams. You will be able to awaken your powers. If you don't awaken your hunter's power before the graduation hunter's exams, then you'll be an incompetent loser for the rest of your life. And now Lin Longyun starts leaving from there, and Fang Cheng thinks, Lin Longyu is still as blunt, just as she was as a child. However, since there's no way back, I'll fight to the end. After some time, now Fang Cheng is running very fast and thinking, I can dash 20 kilometers to reach home. Even if I'm the weakest in the academy, why can't I awaken my powers? I want to be an elite like Lin Longyu. Double the training. If I realize my body's potential, I'll be able to awaken my powers. And as Fang Cheng goes ahead, he sees some people who are very nervous. The place has been attacked by demons, and everyone is running away in fear. And when he looks ahead he sees a girl. And there is a demon in front of that girl who is about to kill that girl. And seeing this, Fang Cheng gets scared and thinks, that monster. It's the city's most wanted D-class demon, Blade. And then that demon attacks the girl. But at the right time Fang Cheng saves the girl from the attack of that demon. I must be crazy. I couldn't resist trying to save someone. But that demon attacks Fang Cheng very fast. And Fang Cheng gets hurt a lot, and seeing this the little girl gets very scared, but Fang Cheng asks the girl to run away, and the girl says that I will find someone who can save you. But this is impossible now because the demon has again attacked Fang Chang and throws him away. Fang Chang is bleeding profusely from his mouth and there is a hole in his chest. I'm stupid to think that a mere human can be a hero. And that demon injures Fang Chang. Seeing this, he is laughing a lot and Fang Chang is thinking, "You bastard. This demon is laughing. I'm afraid I'm already a meal in its eyes. There has to be a chance to fight back." And that demon throws Fang Chang into the ground. Is this the difference of power? I feel so miserable. It would be a shame to die like this. I haven't become a hunter yet. I haven't become as strong as Lin Longyu. I haven't yet given my sister a better life. I want to live, I want to kill that blade. And then Fang Chang hears a dangerous voice, "You've awakened a strong desire to kill before you die. You have triggered the hidden condition to merge with the Demon Slayer. Your life is coming to an end. Do you wish to merge with the Demon Slayer?" But Fang Chang is very confusing. Where am I? Who's talking? What does it mean to merge with a Demon Slayer? And then many hands start clutching Fang Chang. And Fang Chang doesn't understand anything and doesn't know which place is this. Is this the afterlife? And he hears the same voice again and he says, "Danger warning. 10 seconds left of your life. Do you wish to merge with the Demon Slayer?" And Fang Chang doesn't have any other choice anymore. And anyway, he has just got a chance, so he accepts the words of that voice and merges with the demon. Merge successful. You have gained the power of the Demon Slayer. And then the demon feels something and Fang Chang pushes the demon away with great force. And when he sees the demon Fang Chang, he gets very scared because now Fang Chang has transformed into a demon. And Fang Chang hears a voice, "Demon Slayer form is activated." And Fang Chang doesn't believe that he has become a demon and he thinks, "My brain feels like it cracked open. I will faint any time." And now that demon moves towards Fang Chang to attack rapidly, and Fang Chang hears the voice again. "Kill your enemy." And as soon as the demon attacks Fang Chang stops his attack with one of his hands. And throws that demon away, and that demon does not understand how a human became so powerful. Then Fang Chang grabs the demon's neck and starts beating him again, causing a lot of pain to the demon. But still that demon attacks Fang Chang again, but now Fang Chang finds the attack of that demon very slow because Fang Chang's power has increased. And Fang Chang punches that demon, due to which the demon goes away and falls. And two people are watching all this from a distance. These people do not understand why one demon is killing another demon. And when Fang Chang sees both of them, they both get scared. And Fang Chang again hears a voice saying that 2 humans have seen you. Kill them. And Fang Chang thinks, the strange voice appeared from my head again. Fang Chang hears the same voice again and again, but Fang Chang says to both of them, "You two, if you don't want to die, get out of here." And after hearing this, both of them ran away from that place very fast. And now that demon arises again and Fang Chang thinks, even after merging with the Demon Slayer I'll keep my humanity. And Fang Chang attacks that demon with his fist and kills him very badly, and as soon as Fang Chang has killed that demon, he again hears the voice, "You killed the demon blade. Plundered the opponent's ability, hand sword." And after hearing this, Fang Chang understands, when you kill an enemy, you plunder its fighting power? This so-called Demon Slayer. Does it mean becoming stronger by killing and plundering? I've been trying so hard to awaken my abilities, but nothing seems to work. But when I fused with the Demon Slayer, I unlocked my first ability by killing enemies. And now Fang Chang comes back to his original form. It seems like when I'm not thinking of fighting, I'll return to human form. The noise of this fight was loud, some hunters will surely hear it. If they find out the secret of Demon Slayer, I'll be arrested for research. I have to get out of here. I can't reveal my identity. After this, Fang Chang comes to his home. And at home his sister asks, why did you come so late? And are you hurt? But Fong Chang says that there is no need for you to take tension, I am fine. When I was coming home on the way, a demon attacked me, but I ran away from there in a hurry. But my clothes got torn. And Fong Chang thinks, luckily, my injuries healed automatically after I fused with the demon slayer, and hearing this, Fong Chang's sister says that you should be careful. Don't you know our mom and dad were killed by demons? When they were coming home after work. And Fong Chang also says, yes, I know. But there is no need for you to take tension. After this his sister says, there is no use remembering bad things, let's have dinner. After this, Fong Chang gets ready and eats the food. He likes the dinner very much, and Fong Chang asks his sister, have you eaten the food? So his sister says, I ate something at the convenience store where I work. But Fong Chang says, you're always like this. Leaving the expensive food for me and not thinking about yourself. Can't you just take care of yourself? I don't want it. I'll happily do it. But Fong Chang's sister says, you are my real brother, my only family. You're the only person I care about in this world. And Fong Chang says, sister, don't worry. I'll make money from now on. I'll change this home and give you a better life. And after listening to Fong Chang, his sister becomes happy and says, you can do it, Fong Chang. I believe in you. You continue eating, I'll get my chores done. And Fong Chang's sister thinks, Fong Chang seems more mature than before. Looks like he's really grown up. I hope he can graduate and become a qualified hunter. After some time, Fong Chang comes to his room and thinks about tomorrow. Tomorrow is the weekend. Taking advantage of the time off, I'm going to hunt demons to make money. I'll log into the official software of the Hunters Union. You can see the wanted information of various demons here. And when he checks on his mobile, he finds something, an abandoned office park, Piranha Octopus, E-Class. The bounty is 3,000 yuan per demon. All hunters are welcome to participate. This information will be valid for a long time. And after knowing this, Fong Chang thinks the office park 10 kilometers away is good. They are all E-Class demons, you can earn 3,000 elan each. It should be much easier to fight with the ability of Demon Slayer. But killing demons in Demon Slayer form is like a time bomb, it's always trying to control my mind like a parasite. If I don't utilize it properly, it will take over my body. There's nothing easy in this world. I don't care about that anymore, let's make some money and support my family. After this, we are shown the scene of the place where Fong Chang has killed that demon. Some hunters have come to that place who are investigating. And one hunter asks, did you check the neighborhood cameras? So the second hunter explains, when the demon blade appeared, the cameras in the neighborhood were damaged, leaving no clues. Hearing him, Hunter says, go collect witnesses and investigate clues. We must find out who killed the devil blade. And now the hunter thinks, an ordinary hunter can't break a D-class demon blade. From the traces of the fight scene, it's very likely that the other party also a demon. And now Fong Chang reaches a place, he looks around and thinks, unexpectedly, the place where office workers used to work has become like this now. It's the body of a hunter, it also doesn't look like he's been dead for a long time. There are hollow wounds in the chest cavity. The internal organs must have been a dangerous aura. Eaten by demons. And octopus demons appear in front of Fong Chang, and seeing them Fong Chang now gets ready to fight. They finally appeared. E-Class, Octopus Demon. This kind of parasitic demon on human corpses is quite difficult to deal with, and the octopus demons attack Fong Chang, but Fong Chang survives their attack, and retreats. And looking at them he thinks. After merging the Demon Slayer ability, even in its human form, I can easily maneuver my body. I can even control the demonic aura. And again Fong Chang hears the voice, enemy attack detected. Automatically activated, hand swerp ability, and after hearing this, Fang Chang gets a little confused. Automatically activated? It's like an AI program. Let's test how powerful these hand swords are in human form. And Fang Chang attacks those octopus demons and starts killing them one by one, breaking them into many small pieces. But there are so many octopus demons in the place, there's no ability to plunder from an octopus monster. It seems that there is no benefit in killing E-class demons. What's that? And as soon as Fang Chang looks ahead, there are a lot of octopus demons standing in front of him which are all ready to kill Fang Chang. Looks like those 3 octopus demons were just bait. These octopuses are endless. And the octopus demons again attack Fang Chang, and Fang Chang barely escapes their attacks. And giving them tough competition, there are still so many of them. I'm afraid I've attacked the octopus demon's nest. I can't keep up. I'm only at E-class if I don't transform into a demon slayer after all, so I'll be easily surrounded and killed. Fang Chang now starts running away from that place, but then a tentacle catches his leg, which is a danger sign for Fang Chang. And another octopus demon comes to that place and says, "Let's see which one of you got caught in the trap. It's just a small shrimp, it's not even enough to fit between my teeth." And this demon is D-class demon Vice Octopus. And seeing him, Fang Chang thinks, it's a D-class demon. But its aura is much stronger than Blade's. And that Vice demon orders his companions to kill Fang Chang. And hearing this, Fang Chang thinks, if this continues, they'll eat me alive. And Fang Chang again hears the same mysterious voice which says, "Kill the enemy. Kill the enemy. Demon Slayer," from activated. And Fang Chang transforms again, "Since I was forced to use this damn transformation form. Then you must feel the intense pain of being killed." Fang Chang starts killing that octopus demon very badly, and seeing this the Vice Octopus demon gets shocked. A human who can turn into a demon? Interesting. But Fang Chang says, "I thought I could fight a few ordinary E-class demons to earn money. I didn't think I'd be able to fulfill this simple wish." And the Vice demon says, "You have got a demon's body, but you don't know what it is, the body where an ant lives. That's funny." But Fang Chang says, "A demon like you, who thinks he's above the world. How can you understand? How can a demon like you understand how hard it is for a human being to survive?" But this doesn't matter to the octopus demon. "Not bad. You actually know a few tricks. Too bad. You're too slow." And the octopus demon grabs Fang Chang. "I'll destroy those double swords you are so proud of, then I'll see what you use to fight me." And Fang Chang thinks, damn. After the hand sword is destroyed, it cannot be used again for a short time. And now the Vice demon attacks Fang Chang again and again. Weaklings only deserve to be ravaged. This is a bloody reality. And throws Fang Chang away, and Fang Chang stands again and thinks, this Vice Octopus is smarter than the Blade I fought before. It's more cautious, good at mid-range rather than head-on confrontation. I need to find its weaknesses and kill it. But the Vice Octopus demon attacks Fang Chang again. And then Fang Chang comes to know about the weakness of that Vice Octopus demon. Its eyes are soft, they should be its weak point. Throwing sand in the eyes is an effective means of fighting here. It can often be a good surprise attack. It's not very bright, but it might work against Vice Octopus. And Fang Chang attacks the eyes of that octopus demon with his feet. Against a demon like you, I should deal with you by any means necessary. And the Vice Octopus demon feels a lot of pain, and Fang Chang thinks, how can he separate the brain from his body? Don't try to run away. And attacks him with a spear, but the Vice Octopus demon is still alive and thinks, luckily, my brain wasn't completely destroyed, I need to play dead for a while to regain its vitality. Stupid humans, wait for me to kill. But Fang Chang says, don't let your guard down, not even with a fallen enemy. It must be properly dealt with. And again the octopus demon attacks Fang Chang, but Fang Chang kills him. And again he hears that strange sound, you have killed the Vice Octopus. You have plundered the opponent's ability dash, tentacle. And Fong Chong thinks, what a strange ability. But, it can be used to fight enemies or as a rope to climb up high when it's extended. And Fong Chong comes back to its original form. It's really not easy to win. Fortunately, I killed a D-rank vice octopus. This monster must be worth a lot more than a normal octopus monster. And Fong Chong now comes to a different place and things, I should have known not to save on transportation costs. The octopus vice man's body is really heavy, otherwise I would have taken a cab. If I'm not mistaken. This is the Hunter Guild to receive the bounty. And now Fong Chong comes inside the Hunter Union building and thinks, it's quite crowded, and there seems to be a lot of professional bounty hunting. And then someone says to Fong Chong, the head on this guy's back looks like D-class demon, vice octopus. It's on it. And Fong Chong thinks it's the inspectors of the Hunter Union, and they were actually talking about me. And both of those men come in front of Fong Chong and say to Fong Chong, how could a seemingly powerless student kill a D-class demon? He must have stolen someone else's prey. But Fong Chong asks them, can't students fight demons? But they both say, since you are so confident, prove it, show me your hunter's license. Listening to both of them, Fong Chong thinks, according to the rules of the union, inspectors are not authorized to look at other licenses. These two guys are just trying to make things difficult. Then both of them move forward to attack Fong Chong and say, this kid panicked, he must be a stolen prey. Seize his prey. But Fong Chong steps back and seeing this, a man in the crowd thinks, he's carrying a heavy load, and he's still able to dodge the two men blocking him. Looks like he's no ordinary student. And now again they move forward to attack Fong Chong, but this time Fong Chong starts beating them, and Fong Chong makes one man fall on the ground, and while avoiding the attack of the other man, Fong Chong also makes him fall on the ground, slams, and everyone becomes happy seeing that Fong Chong has defeated both of them very easily. And then the same man comes forward from the crowd and says, the fight is over. I saw everything that happened. This kid with black hair, he has the power to kill a D-class demon. And there's this guy, Hunters Union, Vice President Zhou Tai. And then both those men stand up again and say to the Vice President, Vice President, he's causing trouble, please take action. This kid has no eyes, he's wild in Hunters Union. But the Vice President says to both of them, you have no eyes, you can't see the strength of other people. You look for trouble first, and still want to report it? No buts. You two are fired. The Hunters Union doesn't feed fools. And then the Vice President says to Fong Chong, you are very skilled, should you have some outstanding hunter ability, right? But Fong Chong gets a little confused and says, actually, I don't have any hunter abilities. And Fong Chong thinks, I can't let outsiders know about my ability as a demon slayer. And everyone gets surprised after listening to Fong Chong that Fong Chong does not have any ability. But these people think how it is possible that Fong Chong has killed such a big monster. But the Vice President says to Fong Chong, I believe you. Let's go, I'll take you to claim the reward. And a few moments later, a girl checks the demons brought by Fong Chong and says, my name is Xiao Nan, and I am the union officer in charge of exchanging bounts. And Fong Chong hearing this thinks, terrific telekinesis ability of telekinesis, she can even carry heavy corpses with ease. And the Vice President says, from now on, if you want to collect the reward, just come to Xiao Nan directly, no need to Kali up. And Xiao Nan is still single, so you two might as well talk. And Fong Chong says, okay. Thank you, Vice President. I obviously have no ability, I'm just an ordinary student. But the Vice President says, I appreciate you because we're of the same kind. I have no hunter ability like you. But I, Zhou Tai, worked hard, constantly honed my physical body. I learned fighting and forging, and surpassed most of the hunters. To be stronger. And hearing the words of the Vice President, Fang Chang gets surprised and thinks, Zhou Tai became the vice president of the Hunter Union by just relying on his physical body and fighting skills. It's really extraordinary. After that, Xiao Nan said, calculated. D-Class Vice Octopus reward is 100,000 elan. 10 E-Class Octopus Monsters reward is 30,000 elan, and an incentive bonus of 10,000 elan. A total of 140,000 elan, it has been transferred to your bank card dash. And Fang Chang thanks Xiao Nan and thinks, I've made so much money for the first time. Then the vice president says to Fang Chang, looking at your fight today, your skills are still rough, next time you come back, give me a call and I'll teach you some moves. And Fang Chang says thank you to the vice president and Xiao Nan thinks, boring. All men know is fighting and practice. That Fang Chang is so handsome I don't know what his type is. After this, Fang Chang calms down and thinks, Zhou Tai is a talented senior, and I can learn from him if I have the most important thing right now is to go back and tell my sister that the younger brother she had high hopes for has made money. Opportunity in the future. And now Fang Chang is going home and thinking, the first pot of money in my life. Sister will be very happy to know that. And as Fang Chang is going ahead, he hears something and when he looks carefully, a news anchor on TV is telling something. Recently, a video of two demons fighting each other exploded on the internet. Demon fighting his own kind is called a demon lord. One of the demons was called the Demon Lord by netizens. And Fang Chang gets very surprised after hearing this, isn't it my previous fight with the blade? Who uploaded the video on the internet? The point is, it's on the news. And it is told in the news, regarding this incident, our reporter interviewed the deputy leader of the Demon Hunter Department, Lone Wolf. Demons were never friendly creatures, so please be careful. We, the Demon Hunters Department, are here to hunt down this Demon Lord J. and give him a death sentence. And hearing this, Fang Chang gets a little nervous and people around start talking. I heard that the blue demon known as the Demon Lord I fought with its own kind to save humans. How can a demon save a human? If demons really help humans, they shouldn't be called Demon Lord J, they should be called heroes. And Fang Chang thinks my morph has already aroused the public. Being famous is definitely not a good thing, I can't reveal my identity. Otherwise, I will get in trouble. After this, Fang Chang comes to his home and asks his sister what is there for dinner today and Fang Chang's sister says that you have finally come. It is big news so Fang Chang asks what. So his sister tells, I saw a video on the internet, and there's a monster called the Demon Lord J. You have to be careful on your way home. Then Fang Chang thought, no way. Even my sister knows about this. And Fang Chang says, don't care about those videos. This bank card contains 140,000 elan I earned. That money is from hunting demons. After practicing, I am much stronger than before and can now kill demons. And Fang Chang's sister asks, so, you have awakened your hunter powers? Were you hurt? Fighting demons is dangerous, right? And she thinks, it's hard to imagine how much Fang Chang suffered. And Fang Chang says, sis I'm fine, just take the money. And Fang Chang's sister says, alright then, I'll use this money to pay off our debts. After our parents died, we borrowed a lot of money from our relatives. And Fang Chang says, speaking of our parents, do you know which demon killed them back then? And Fang Chang's sister says, this has always been a mystery. According to the information left behind, the killer was a mysterious demon in the form of a flame. After burning our parents and the others in the street, it disappeared from Dongzhou City and its whereabouts are still unknown. That's all I know. Hearing his sister's words, Fang Chang this demon is something else. When I'm strong enough, I must take revenge. An experienced hunter like Zhou Tai of Hunter Union may know the truth. I must visit him when I have the chance. And Fang Chang's sister says, we don't have the strength to take revenge yet, we just need to live peacefully together. And now the next day, Fang Chang is running very fast and thinking, fuck. I'm late. I was so busy making money yesterday that I forgot I had classes today. And very quickly Fang Chang enters his class, but everyone in his class is talking about yesterday's news and says, recently, the video of Demon Lord John Line became quite popular. I saw it on the news. That blue demon is so brave. A demon who saves humans with a sense of justice can be called a demon lord. Hearing his words, Fang Chang thinks, even my classmates know it? My life feels tiring. I'm really not a demon lord. And then someone calls Fang Chang from behind and it is Lin Longyun and says to Fang Chang, you seem to be a bit stronger than the last 2 days. But Fang Chang says smilingly, you must be hallucinating. And Fang Chang thinks Longaile's intuition is really sharp. And then the same bullying children come to that place and say to Fang Chang, the lovebirds are chatting early in the morning. And seeing all 3 of them, Lin Longyun says to them, I guess the lesson I taught you the other day was light. But Fang Chang tells Lin Longyun, Longaile, you don't need to care about them, it's just a golden retriever. And after listening to Fang Chang, Chen Tianyu gets angry and says, what do you think? Lin Longyun is with you so I can't beat you? Chen Tianyu throws something towards Fang Chang which is rapidly moving towards Fang Chang, but Fang Chang catches that thing and then quickly attacks Chen Tianyu. And Fang Chang throws Chen Tianyu on the ground which makes Chen Tianyu very angry and again Chen Tianyu moves forward to attack Fang Chang but Fang Chang avoids his punch and quickly hits him with his fist. Attacks the stomach. So that Chen Tianyu falls very far. Then Chen Tianyu is unable to understand how Fang Chang's power has increased so much. And Fang Changchen tells Tianyu, today is different from the past. When you used to bully others, you should have thought about the day you'd pay the price. And Fang Chang's classmates are also surprised that Fang Chang has become powerful so quickly and Lin Longyun is also surprised to see this and thinks, in theory, even if Fang Chang trained in private and learned combat skills, he couldn't beat Chen Tianyu. His punches and kicks are strong. Did he awaken some kind of body strengthening ability? And then the teacher comes to that place and says to everyone, follow me outside, the academy is organizing a demon hunting test today. And all the students get surprised after listening to the teacher and Chen Tianyu again starts threatening Fang Chang and says that I was not ready yet, but you wait for me, I will definitely take my revenge from you. And listening to her words, Fang Chang thinks, Chen Tianyu is really wicked, he's a tough opponent. When I get the chance, I need to get rid of him. And after this all the students come near a big gate and the teacher says to them, we don't have much time left for the hunter graduation exam. In order to stimulate your potential and get good grades, the academy has organized this demon hunting test. When you enter the back of the mountain, you'll face an F-class grass demon. If you kill it, you can absorb the essence from its corpse, which has the effect of stimulating your potential. And after listening to the teacher's words, all the students become happy because together they can fight those monsters. Because those monsters have power. And Lin Longyun says to Fang Chang, Fang Cheng, what do you think of this trial? And Fang Chang says, it's not the F-class demons that are dangerous, it's the students who are competing with each other. We have to be careful. And now that big gate is opened and all the students quickly go inside that gate. And now all the students have come inside the gate where human skeletons are lying and seeing this Lin Longyun says, what's so cool about dead people's bones? And Fang Chang says, logically speaking, F-class grass demons are very weak and generally have difficulty killing humans. And then Fang Chang feels something that they are coming and Lin Longyun looks back and sees some beasts there, and Lin Longyun thinks, that's unusual. Did they come already? And Lin Longyun says to Fang Chang, Fang Cheng, hide behind me. You can't fight with so many grass demons. But Fang Chang says let me do it and then Fang Chang quickly attacks those demons and 2 monsters move towards Lin Longyun to attack her. And Fang Chang sees this and quickly kills both of those monsters, and seeing this Lin Longyun gets surprised and thinks, is this still the usual submissive Fang Cheng? Compared to the blade and the vice octopus I met earlier, these F-ranked grass demons are much weaker. And Lin Longyun says to Fang Chang, how did you get so strong in just a few days? You're not the same at all. And Fang Chang says, people change, don't think too much. First, let's absorb the essence dropped by the grass demon. And after this, when Lin Longyun looks towards the front, she gets a little shocked because two people are running very fast from the front. There is a demon behind them, and seeing this Lin Longyun says, I didn't realize there were other demons, I'll do it this time. And Fang Chang says, wait a minute. This is no ordinary demon. That's a D-class tree demon. And seeing that demon, Lin Longyun says, why is there a D-rank demon in an E-rank trial site? And Fang Chang says, now is not the time to cry over it. Stay away from this guy. And Lin Longyun thinks this is the first time Fang Cheng has ever touched me. And then all three of them come there, and tell Fang Chang that only the coward runs away, a true hunter must face demons, life and death head on. And all three of them move towards the demon, and Lin Longyun, looking at all three of them, asks Fang Chang, did you beat Chen Tianyu's brains out? And Chen Tianyu says, a bunch of frogs in a well today, I'll show you what it means to kill high-level monsters. And want Lin Longyue to see my strength and make Fang Cheng feel like he's out of my league. And Fang Cheng's servants are secretly watching all this from a distance. And those people are wondering, will Chen Tianyu really defeat them? That is a D-rank demon. Chen Tianyu is confident. He must have the strength to kill that tree demon. Maybe a miracle will happen. Then Chen Tianyu moves forward to attack the demon, but the demon does not care, and the demon catches the boy and throws him on the ground. Seeing this, Chen Tianyu's friends get scared, and Chen Tianyu asks them, what are you guys doing? Help me. But then that demon attacks Chen Tianyu again and throws all three of them away, and all this happens. Lin Longyun is watching from a distance and says, Chen Tianyu has the strength of an average E-rank, but he's not strong enough to fight a tree demon. And Fang Chang says, the level gap is big. And Chen Tianyu's condition becomes very bad, and the demon is very happy, and now both Lin Longyun and Fang Chang are moving towards that demon, and Lin Longyun says, let's care of the tree demon. We can get a lot of materials from killing it. And Fang Chang says, D-rank demons are great prey, so we can't give them away. And all of Fang Chang's classmates are running away in fear. Is Fang Cheng and Lin Longyue planning to deal with the tree demon? Let's go find a professor and ask him to help us. Boss, let's get out of here. We're no match for the tree demon. Let me go. I'd rather die than be protected by Fang Cheng and Lin Longyue. Then after this, Lin Longyun attacks the demon, but the demon does not care about it, and seeing this, Lin Longyun thinks, my wind energy can't even scratch the tree demon. The tree demon's body is hardened with dead wood, like armor. The only way to break it is to find a hole in it. And the demon makes an attack which is very powerful, and Fang Chang gets hit by that attack and says, in human form, I can't beat the tree demon. And with Longyue around, I can't even transform into my demonic form. And Lin Longyun goes to save Fang Chang, but then the same demon appears in front of her, and Lin Longyun thinks, my strength is at least an E-rank, but I can't even hurt its bark. And then Fang Chang starts running away from Lin Longyun, because even together they will not be able to defeat him. But the demon attacks them again, and Fang Chang gets trapped and tells Lin Longyun not to worry about me, just go away from here. But Lin Longyun does not want to leave Fang Chang, and now Fang Chang is trapped at that place, and Lin Longyun says, you just wait for a while, I will break this wooden trap and save you easily. But Fang Chang has a different plan, and he thinks, before Longyue breaks the wood prison, I must take it down. And that demon again attacks Fang Chang, but Fang Chang attacks that demon, woodcutter. Activate killing knives. and cuts off the demon's hands, but it doesn't make any difference to the demon because he regenerates his hands again and attacks Feng Chang again. And seeing this, Feng Chang thinks it has regeneration ability. While it's recovering, I need to find a way to kill it quickly. And Feng Chang again attacks the demon, and still the demon does not care about Feng Chang's attack, and the demon attacks Feng Chang again, and only then Feng Chang gets a chance. Now there's a gap in the movements, perfect time to counterattack. Tentacle plus blade. Fusion skill. And seeing this attack, the demon gets scared and directly cuts the blade of that demon, and Feng Chang kills that demon and thinks that it is over. And then he hears the same strange voice, "You have killed the Eye Tree Demon. Obtained, Thorn, skill. Obtain an additional, accelerated regeneration, skill." And Feng Chang thinks, in addition to the exact ability, I also gained an additional regeneration skill this time. Tree Demon's Essence? This is the best material for stimulating potential, it's perfect for me. And then there is a blast, due to which Feng Chang gets a little scared, and Lin Longyun appears in front of him and says, "Feng Cheng, hold on. I'm coming to save you." But when she looks ahead, Feng Chang is fine, and Lin Longyun says, "You killed the tree demon." And Feng Chang says, "I must have awakened a body strengthening ability. I seem much stronger than before. The tree demon got careless and I defeated him in a few moves." And Lin Longyun says, "But you were just an ordinary man without any talent before. You've become so strong in just a few days, unbelievable." And Feng Chang does, "It's just D rank strength, not really impressive. There are still A rank and S rank awakeners in the world. Compared to them, we're not even close and not worth mentioning." And Lin Longyun says, "Makes sense. Perhaps my perspective is low. Come on, let's leave the forest first." Then after that the teacher says to all the students, "Today, I'd like to praise the class president Lin Longyue and Feng Cheng. They fought bravely against the tree demon in the trial and never backed down." And the teacher says nothing. All the students get surprised and say, "Feng Cheng was just a bystander, does he deserve to be praised by the instructor? Most of the credit goes to Lin Longyue, right? What's the point of verbal praise, when there's no reward?" And Chen Tianyu thinks, "That cheap bastard Feng Cheng. I should have been the one to kill the tree demon." And then someone comes there and says, "Feng Cheng is from your class, right? Someone's looking for him." And Feng Chang thinks, "Who would come to me except for my sister? I have a bad feeling about this." And after this we are shown the lone wolf, and a man tells him that he has come here. He looks ahead and Feng Chang asks, "That white-haired man is Lone Wolf, deputy leader of the Demon Hunter Department, who appeared on Tai last time. Did the information about my demon transformation leak out? Forget it. There's no use worrying about it now. I'm trying to stay in my human form, so I'll be fine." Then the Lone Wolf asks Feng Chang, "You're here pretty fast, you're Feng Cheng, right?" And Feng Chang says, "Yes, why is a demon hunter looking for me?" And the Lone Wolf says, "There's a tip-off from the public. 4 days ago, a teenager saved a little girl from a demon blade. And we've been able to trace the profile. We found out it was you who saved the little girl." And Feng Chang laughingly replies, "It's a small matter. Bravery is a traditional virtue of our country after all." But the Lone Wolf says, "But do you know? After you saved the little girl, a blue demon killed that demon blade?" And Feng Chang gets shocked after listening to the Lone Wolf and doesn't know what to say.